installment of Cougar Close-Ups. Our guest today is a sophomore middle hitter from the St. Xavier women's volleyball team, Marie Hackert. Marie, thank you for your time. The first question I want to ask you is, how do you feel about the season so far?
I feel really good about this season. I feel like we've all been playing really well, and as the season has progressed, we've improved a lot. I know Coach has gotten us in a lot of tournaments with a lot of top-ranked teams, and that's really made the level of our game a lot higher, and it's made us a lot more prepared for the postseason and going into conference tournament coming up.
Now, going into the postseason, what does this team have to change to make sure you guys continue and go far in the postseason?
I know a lot this season we've had trouble where we're up 2 games to none, and then we kind of let down and we try to coast, and that's made us have to go into 4 games instead of 3 against teams that we could have easily beat. So we just need to learn to keep the level of our play up and not coast through the end of the game.
Okay. Who would you say is a team leader?
Definitely our captain, Desiree Aramburu. She transferred here her junior year from a Division I school, and she just has a lot of knowledge. She's kind of like I see her as a 4th coach. She's a setter, so she coaches me a lot with the hitting, tells me what I need to do, how I need to fix things, and just like for the team as a whole, she knows how to bring us together and keep us up and tell us what we need to fix without being too critical.
Okay. What have you learned from the 5 seniors on this team?
Definitely to just have fun. No matter how the game's going or who we're playing or whatever part of the game, whether it's practice or a game, they just always have fun and know how to goof off, and it keeps everything very lighthearted and makes you want to go in the gym every day and work hard, because you know no matter what happens, no matter how much coach makes you run, they're always going to make sure that it's positive and fun and a great atmosphere.
Okay. Do you have any nicknames? If so, where'd you get them from?
In high school, my dad would yell "Hack Attack" a lot. That was one. And then Maple actually is one nickname. It's kind of random. In middle school, softball, we were making nicknames up. Since I'm tall, like a tree, they decided Maple Tree. They made nicknames out for the rest of the team, but mine was the only one that stuck. And still to this day, I have some coaches and some parents that still call me Maple.
Okay. When you think of St. Xavier, what's one thing that comes to mind?
Definitely strong athletics. I've noticed that almost every team here, pretty much every team here, is very strong competitively. They're always at the top of the conference, always reaching the national championship. We just have a surprisingly strong program from every single sport.
Okay. Where does your inspiration or motivation come from?
Definitely my sister. I have a twin sister, actually.
Okay.
And she is much more athletic than I am. I know when I was younger, I wasn't as big on sports as she was, but she always kept me going outside and shooting hoops or passing the ball with her or doing something to keep me moving, and she was kind of always that push that kept me going.
Okay. When did you first get into the game of volleyball?
I started volleyball when I was in 4th grade.
Okay.
And I really they needed people. Usually you start in 5th grade, but they needed extra people for the team, so I decided it sounded fun and just played.
Okay. What made you get into it?
It was just something new. Mm-hmm. I had played soccer for a while, and I wasn't as big on soccer, and so volleyball and soccer fell around the same time. I decided to try a new sport and ended up liking it a lot better.
Okay. Is there any other sports that you play?
I played softball and basketball all 4 years of high school, along with volleyball.
Okay. Now, you're the tallest person on this team at 6'3". Are you normally the tallest person on the teams you're on?
Yeah, usually. In high school, I had we had a lot of 6'1", 6'2" girls, but I was still always the tallest, just barely.
Okay. What was life like last year being a freshman?
It was very intimidating for me. Since I played 3 sports in high school, I never really got into club ball, and every girl on the team had played club for I don't even know how long. They played club for a very long time, and I know that gives you a lot more of a competitive edge, and you just know a lot about the game. So last year it was intimidating coming in, but they were all so open-minded and helpful that I really learned a lot in 1 year.
Okay. Now you're from Evansville, Indiana. What made you come here to St. Xavier, and how has the transition been?
It's actually a funny story. My senior year of high school, I was dead set on playing basketball in college, and I was looking at a lot of like Division III NAIA schools for basketball. And then something after my senior volleyball season just made me I was like, why not play volleyball? Why not see where this can go? So I searched schools, and I really wanted to come up to Chicago, be in a big city where there's a lot of opportunities for graphic design, and I just kind of stumbled across St. Xavier on Google.
Okay.
Emailed the coach, and it worked out.
All right. And the last question I want to ask you is fill in the blank. I'm a blank and proud of it.
I'm a Cougar athlete, and I'm proud of it.
All right. Thank you, Marie, for your time.